There are a bunch of fire trucks outside, have to wait for that to pass. Hope everyone's okay. Okay, I think they're gone. I bought it again. What could it be? Can you guess? Pause the video and leave a comment below with your guess as to what I purchased again. From Louis Vuitton. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel. I was about to say your channel. What is up with me lately? Okay, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Now I've totally lost the routine here, the little spiel. Let me start over. Hi YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. My channel is all about luxury living on a budget, from high-end luxury handbags like this item to the everyday luxuries of life. If that sounds interesting to you, please make sure that you subscribe, click the bell notification icon to watch. No, I was just thinking of something else while I was saying that. Click the bell notification icon to be notified when I post new videos, and be sure to like the videos that you enjoy. I have been watching way too much Yota style. All those bloopers, she's rubbing her bad blooper vibes off on me. All right, I have a Louis Vuitton purchase. This one is from Fashionphile. It is a handbag, and it is a handbag that I used to have in my collection and sold. I've repurchased it. It's a little bit different than the one that I had before. I don't know, I'm really excited about it. Like, I'm really excited about it. But I'm also a little bit nervous about it because there was a reason, there were several reasons that I sold this the first time. I'm hoping that this bag that's a little bit different will work for me and that I won't have the same issues as I did with the first one. But we shall see, we shall see. All right. We love the Fashionphile unboxings and all the goodies. We have the Fashionphile nail file. I actually have been using those. The little COVID-19 statement about how they're being safe and keeping things clean. A thank you message. And I'll have Fashionphile linked below. So if you want to shop there, there's a link and it's very easy for you to click on it. This is the receipt in this little envelope, and then the confetti. There's a bunch of that all over the place here. I think this came with a dust bag, but I don't remember. Maybe it didn't. We're about to find out. Used is the new. Packed very well, wrapped in the paper. There's some more paper up here to contain it or cushion it. It's in a Fashionphile dust bag, I see. I've got to put it down so I can reach everything. There it is in the Fashionphile dust bag. It is quite heavy. That was one of my complaints about the first bag, but it wasn't a deal breaker. There were other things that were. I'm very glad to have this back in my collection because, and you know, I don't know, I'm gonna keep the tags on it for a bit and play around with it and make sure that I do want to keep it. I would really like to keep it. I love the idea of this bag being in my collection. I think it's really beautiful. But I want to make sure that it's a bag I will use, because the previous one, I stopped using it because every time I took it out, there were things that bothered me about it. Okay, let's do this. You pull up the handles. Ben handles, 2 of them. Any ideas yet? Okay, small problem, maybe not so small. Okay, well, first of all, before we get into problems, I'll tell you what this bag is. This is the Trevi in the PM size. The previous one I had was in the GM size. See how the pleats are messed up? And front and back the pleats are messed up? That's not a good thing. That was a huge reason that I got rid of the first bag that I had. When I went to Fashionphile, they had several of these Trevi PM bags. I picked the one that looked to be in the best condition. The pleats in the photograph were not messed up. So I'm not sure why these are. It's also sticky. What's that about? It wasn't squished in the box. Like, the box wasn't too small for it or anything. I'm really confused about this, the pleats being a little misshapen, because the only way I want this bag back in my collection is if it's in perfect condition, the pleating especially. The pleats on the side here are messed up. That one is anyway. This one is not. They only had a shot of one of the sides, so it must have been that one. This one was not pictured. Yeah, there's this little bit of stickiness on the bag. Maybe a water wipe will take care of that. I don't know. Okay, so I just reshaped that one. Maybe that just got squished in shipping. So, I mean, that's okay. I don't know. All right. The strap is inside. So here it is with the shoulder strap. That's really bothering me. If I can't get those to be perfect like they're supposed to be, this bag is going back. I am not going to deal with those pleat issues again. The hardware is almost brand new. I see a few scratches and a little bit of plating wear that you won't be able to see even if I hold it close. It's very minimal. It's definitely in better condition than my last one was. And then inside, does have the Vuitton dust bag. There it is. The only thing that it said was wrong with this bag, other than minor scratching on the hardware, which is all normal for a Preloved bag, it said it had a musty odor. It really doesn't. I mean, if it does, it's very faint. It's hard for me to smell even, which means that it's almost no smell. There's the tag inside, Louis Vuitton Paris. This is a made in USA bag. And it has those two pockets on one side, no pockets on the other side. And then this one has D-ring, you see it back there, on a little leather piece. The GM did not have that. This bag, oh, here's the bottom. So there's the bottom with the 4 metal feet, which is nice. I'm gonna put pictures up here. This is the front of the bag, and you can see the pleating looks perfect. This is from the listing, the Fashionphile listing. It does not look as messed up as this is, where it's wonky. This side looks worse than the other. I guess there's not really a front or back to the bag. I mean, this side looks nice. It looks better than it did a minute ago, so maybe just playing with it. That's just a big red flag for me. Why is it sticky? Ugh. I do like the size of it. Another issue that I had with the other bag is the opening is kind of small. It was a little bit difficult to get things in and out. However, I'm not sure that that will be so much of a problem for me now. I don't know. I need to put things in it and try it out. I was saying earlier that I'm going to keep the Fashionphile tags on it for a few days, these things. Once you take the tags off, the bag belongs to you. But as long as they're still on, and if you're within the 30 days or whatever the return period is, you can return the bag. But I want to carry it around the apartment. I'm not going anywhere else with handbags right now. Put things in it, see how it feels, see how comfortable I am with it. All the leather looks perfect. There's very minimal wrinkling. This side doesn't really have any wrinkling. This side has a little bit, which is normal. I remember the zipper on my GM being difficult to get started. This one is a little difficult to get started, but not like the other one was. Other than this one side being a little bit messed up, it is beautiful. This side seems to be staying in place pretty well. So yeah, like I just said 20 times, I'm going to play with it for maybe a week, a few days, whatever, however long it takes for me to make up my mind, and make up my mind as to whether I will keep this in my collection or send it back and try to find one in better condition. And this is one of the reasons that I purchased from Fashionphile this time, because a lot of people have the Trevi. It's not a difficult bag to find, but I knew that this was a bag that I might not keep. So that's why I wanted to go through Fashionphile, because they have a great return policy. They also have a great buyback policy. So if I was to decide to keep this, but then let's say 6 months later, I decide, oh, you know what, it's really not something that I want in my collection, I'm having some of the same issues or whatever, then I can resell it back to them and get most of my money back. Whereas if I bought it from somewhere else and then tried to sell it to Fashionphile, they would give me a tiny fraction of what I'd paid for it. Okay, I'm hopeful about it, and I have to tell you a couple things, or I want to tell you a couple things before I end the video. I'm looking at it in my monitor, sorry, I'm not looking at you. I'm inspecting it here. Oh, it is a gorgeous bag. This one is like brand new. I mean, the whole bag, I'm surprised they listed it as just very good condition and not excellent. But Fashionphile, that's one of the things that they do, is they tend to list things in worse condition than they actually are. As beautiful as it is, unfortunately, I'm not as excited as I hoped I would be. And it's only because of that pleating issue there. If you're not familiar, the GM that I had previously, the pleats were all messed up. And the reason I bought that one is it was my very first Louis Vuitton bag, and it was my dream Louis Vuitton bag. And I was more concerned with finding a bargain than I was with quality. Now I'm concerned with both. I want excellent quality. For the most part, some vintage bags. There are things I'm willing to accept on some bags that I wouldn't accept on a bag like this. So I got a really good deal on that Trevi GM because it had some flaws. And I tried everything that everybody recommended to me to try to get the pleats straight again and get them back to where they should be, and nothing worked. Another issue with that bag that I just was feeling around this one to see if it has the same thing is the lining inside. You know how on a Neverfull the lining, you can't pull it out. It's like attached to the back side of the canvas. This one, you can pull the lining out, and the lining is smaller than the canvas exterior of the bag. So when I tried to stuff the previous one to pop out the sides, like to fill out the sides, if that makes sense, I couldn't because the lining doesn't go all the way out to the sides. It's in a little bit. And there were people telling me that that wasn't normal, but apparently it is. So I have another unboxing to do, a couple of Coach bags. So I'm gonna go film that, and then I'm going to play around with this, and we'll see. And I'll keep you updated. I'll probably come back with a what fits, and if there's anything else you'd like to know about this bag, then please let me know so I can include it in that video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you are all doing well and your family and friends are doing well. I hope that you have a fantastic day. I will see you back here next time. Bye.